The film opens with text explaining that the magical Negro is a character in most stories whose sole purpose is to advance the story of the white protagonist. While most believe they only exist in fiction, others know the truth. Aaron Bondo is a struggling artist presenting a piece of his own art at a gallery. Every other art piece gets sold, but his work involving yarn confuses everyone and gets no attention. His boss Andrea tells him to approach an art collector to try and get him to buy his work, but the collector mistakes Aaron for a waiter, and he is too meek and timid to do anything about it. So he takes the man's plate and glass. Andrea tells Aaron she is cancelling his solo art show for the next month since he cannot stick up for himself. Aaron starts walking home when he encounters a drunk girl trying to use an ATM. She asks Aaron to hold her purse, but she is too drunk and assumes her purse was stolen. She sees her boyfriend and his friend and begins to panic, leading to the two to think Aaron is trying to steal her purse. Roger, the bartender at the gallery, intervenes and has the purse magically reappear in the girl's hands. Roger then convinces the three to go to a nearby restaurant that he recommends before he takes Aaron with him. Roger tells Aaron he has been watching him and how painfully awkward he is around white people. He reveals to Aaron that he has magic powers because he belongs to a secret organization called the American Society of Magical Negroes, dedicated to making white people feel more comfortable. Roger brings Aaron to the society's headquarters, which is accessed through a barbershop using a pocket watch as entry, and ran by a woman named Gabbard, shows new recruits the types of magical Negroes. In fiction that help white people using parodies of the legend of Bagger Vance, the Green Mile, and driving MS. Daisy with their work, based on a meter of white tears that the society members must keep at a green level, because red could mean death. Roger brings Aaron to come upon a cop named Officer Miller, with Roger getting him to open up and be more approachable. Roger invites Miller to join him and Aaron that night at a club. When they get there, Miller expresses doubts in himself, but Roger opens the opportunity for Aaron to step in and utilize his newfound abilities to reduce Miller's white tears meter to a healthy level, and also helping them gain entry into the club. The next day, Aaron is set to begin his first day as a magical Negro by starting work at a company called Meatbox, where his assigned white person is an employee named Jason Munt. As Aaron is getting ready, he is contacted by Roger and accidentally bumps into a young woman named Lizzie, spilling her coffee. Aaron offers to buy her another coffee, and the two banter while online until Aaron gets called again and has to leave Lizzie. Aaron goes to Meatbox and meets his new boss, Masterson, before being paired up to work with Jason. Aaron is then surprised to find that Lizzie also works there. As Aaron spends more time at Meatbox, he grows closer to Lizzie and finds himself developing a crush on her. Unfortunately for him, Jason also likes her and considers her his work wife, even though Lizzie feels nowhere close to the same way. This means that Aaron cannot pursue a relationship with Lizzie because it would make Jason's white tears meter land on red. Meatbox encounters controversy because the face recognition software on their app cannot recognize black faces. They dig themselves deeper by posting "We love black faces" on their app and making their avatar look black too. CEO Mick tries to save face as well, and Aaron and Lizzie find their view of Jason ruined when he makes insensitive comments regarding the entire situation, unaware that Lizzie is half Asian and therefore offended by his words. Meatbox sets up a live stream event for the company, and Jason is picked to head the presentation and give a speech. Lizzie talks to Masterson about it since she has more experience and her work is better than Jason's, but Masterson dismisses her. When Aaron privately talks to Jason about possibly presenting with Lizzie, Jason callously responds that Lizzie didn't deserve the opportunity the way he believes that he does. Aaron and Lizzie go for a walk so she can cool down after work. She spills her purse and Aaron helps pick up the contents, coming across a party ring that says "So Swag" among other things. After spending the afternoon together, Aaron and Lizzie nearly kiss until Aaron gets called away. He is summoned back to the society since the magic of the other members is waning due to someone's actions. Aaron fears it's him until another female member admits she swore at her assigned white person, leading to her losing her powers and being banished from the society. Aaron starts having to avoid Lizzie so that he won't run into any more problems. He also ignores Jason on the day of the presentation until he ends up at work and Jason finds him. Mick and Masterson get ready for the live stream before Jason is set to go up, though he wants Aaron to be there with him. When the spotlight hits them, they are in the middle of an argument where Aaron confronts Jason over his blasé attitude toward the company's controversy before he goes into a tirade about how he feels living in a world where people are so uncomfortable with his appearance that he could be killed because of it. Jason then admits that he didn't think about it through Aaron's point of view before Aaron runs away and uses his powers to take Lizzie away from Los Angeles to the Empire State Building, where he attempts to confess his feelings and kiss her before he gets pulled back to the society. Indeed, and all the other members confront Aaron over his incident, but Aaron then gives his own impassioned retort over how he no longer wants to have to exist Dee banishes Arn from the society and has Roger prepare to wipe his memories of everything, including Lizzie. However, when Roger takes Arn away to do it, the spell doesn't work, because other members of the society have taken influence from Arn and are now directly confronting their white friends to take accountability for their actions. Arn and Roger part ways before Roger reminds Arn that he left Lizzie stranded in another state. Arn checks his phone and finds multiple missed calls and messages from Lizzie, so he rushes to try and find her. He manages to catch her getting out of an Uber before he apologizes to her and tries to explain himself. She forgives him and they finally kiss, now able to start their relationship. Before the credits roll, Lizzie is seen going to a salon where she presents her so swag ring as entry to her own secret organization, the Society of Supportive Wives and Girlfriends.